You've tried to be happier before. You know that. Maybe you read the books, started the morning routine, said, "This year is different," more times than you can count. And for a few days, it worked. Then you slipped back into the same fog, the same restlessness, the same feeling that happiness is something other people access easily. Here's what nobody told you. You were never broken. Your brain was never built for happiness. It was built for survival, and those are two completely different jobs. In this video, you're going to learn 10 specific habits that don't just make you think positive. They physically change the structure of your brain. Real circuitry. Real rewiring. Backed by how neuroplasticity actually works. By the end, you'll understand exactly why you felt stuck, and exactly what to do instead. Let me tell you about the version of myself who didn't know any of this. There was a period where I'd lie awake replaying a conversation from 4 years earlier. A comment someone made. The way I responded. My brain would drag it back out at 1 a.m. like it was breaking news. I'd wonder, what is wrong with me? Why can't I just let things go? I assumed I was uniquely bad at managing my emotions. Turns out, I was running completely normal software. Ancient software, the kind every human brain comes pre-installed with. Your brain has one job above all others. Keep you alive. Not calm, not content, alive. For most of human history, the people who survived weren't the relaxed ones. They were the anxious ones, scanning every shadow, assuming danger, expecting the worst. Comfort got people killed. Vigilance kept people breathing. So that's what got passed down, generation after generation. The problem is, that system never got the memo that the world changed. It still treats a left-on-read text message like a predator in the grass. It still treats one mistake at work like a life-threatening failure. It still treats someone else's success like proof you're falling behind in a race you didn't know you signed up for. Same ancient alarm system. Completely different world. No wonder it feels exhausting. But here's where the story actually starts to shift, because this is the part that changed everything for me. Your brain isn't fixed. It's closer to a muscle, or a path through a forest, and the way you use it daily decides what it becomes. This is called neuroplasticity. Every repeated thought, every repeated emotion, every repeated behavior sends your brain the same instruction. Do more of this. Strengthen this pathway. Which means if you've spent years repeating stress and spiraling thoughts, your brain has gotten remarkably efficient at producing exactly that. Not because you're weak. Because you practiced. And the opposite is just as true. Practice calm, and your brain gets better at calm. You don't need a personality transplant. You need different reps. So let's get into the 10 habits, the actual instructions you can start giving your brain today. Habit 1. Catch the spiral before it finishes building. You know the moment, one small thing happens and your mind takes off running, inventing disasters that haven't occurred yet. The instant you notice yourself spiraling, interrupt it physically. Feel your feet on the floor. Notice a sound in the room. Anything that pulls your attention into your body, out of the loop. Every time you do this, you're weakening the neural pathway that spiral runs on, and strengthening a new one. That's literally how the wiring works. Habit 2. Make good moments stay longer. Pain sticks instantly, joy slides right off. You could have 10 good moments and 1 bad one in a day, and guess which one replays at midnight. So you have to do it manually. When something good happens, a real laugh, a peaceful 5 minutes, don't rush past it. Stay there an extra few seconds and actually notice it happening. Quick pause here. If you've made it this far, some part of you is looking for an actual way out of this loop. So subscribe, not because the channel needs it, but because the next reminder might land on exactly the day you need it. Habit 3. Give your mind some actual quiet. Your brain was never designed to absorb this much input, notifications, noise, opinions, an endless feed to react to. Sometimes what feels like anxiety isn't really about your life at all. It's just an overloaded nervous system with nowhere to put everything it's been fed. So build in small pockets of nothing. A walk with no headphones. A meal with no phone nearby. It will feel strange at first, but give it time and that silence starts to feel like relief instead of emptiness. Habit 4. Move, even when you don't feel like it. Your body and your brain are not running separate programs. When you sit still all day while your mind spins, that stress has nowhere to go. This doesn't mean forcing workouts you hate. A walk, stretching, dancing badly in your kitchen. The goal isn't fitness, it's motion, because emotion is energy in motion. Habit 5. Stop feeling guilty for resting. A lot of people rest with their bodies and keep working with their minds. Lying on the couch while mentally drafting tomorrow's to-do list isn't rest. Your brain doesn't heal under constant pressure, the same way a muscle doesn't grow without recovery time. Rest isn't the opposite of progress. It's part of it. Habit 6. Let yourself play again. Think about the last time you did something purely because it was fun, with zero goal attached. For most adults, that list is shockingly short. Somewhere along the way, every hobby turned into a side hustle, every interest into something to optimize. So ask yourself, what did you love before it became serious? Bring a piece of it back. Habit 7. Listen to what you tell yourself. Your brain takes your self-talk literally, and it believes whatever you repeat the most. Say, "I'm not enough," on a loop for years, and your brain files it as fact. This isn't about fake positivity, it's about accuracy. Instead of, "I always fail," try, "I'm still learning this." Small wording shifts, repeated daily, change how your brain sees you. Habit 8. Guard your attention like it's valuable, because it is. Whatever you give your attention to repeatedly becomes the lens you see your life through. Most people hand their attention away all day without ever deciding to. Start noticing how you feel after certain content, certain people, not in the moment, but 20 minutes later. Your brain becomes shaped by what it repeatedly takes in. Habit 9. Practice actually being where you are. Almost all suffering happens in two places that don't exist, the past you can't change and the future that hasn't happened. Presence is a skill you build in tiny reps, really feeling the water when you wash your hands. Actually tasting your food. These small moments teach your brain that life is happening now. Habit 10. Stop waiting for a big transformation. This is where most people quietly give up. They want one perfect morning routine to fix everything permanently. But your brain doesn't change because of intensity. It changes because of repetition. A few slow breaths each morning. A short walk most days. 10 phone-free minutes. 1 interrupted spiral. These look like nothing on any given day. But stacked over months, they're the only thing that's ever actually rewired anyone's brain, including mine. And here's the part nobody tells you. This kind of change doesn't feel dramatic while it's happening. Months later, you notice you bounced back from a hard day faster than you used to. You feel calm without performing calm. Not because your life became easier, but because your brain finally stopped working against you. Maybe that's the actual goal here. Not chasing some permanent, uninterrupted version of happiness. Just building a mind that lets happiness exist without having to fight for it every single day. The brain you have right now isn't your final draft. It's just the version your last few years of habits happen to build. And what you repeat starting today is already shaping the next one. So don't try to do all 10 right now. Pick one, the one that hit hardest while you were watching this. Practice it today, not perfectly, just once. Because the life you're hoping for isn't going to arrive in one dramatic decision. It's going to arrive in the small thing you decided to repeat, starting now. If this shifted something for you, even slightly, subscribe, and send it to the one person you know whose mind never seems to fully rest. Sometimes that's exactly how the right message finds the right person at the right time.
Like to learn more about human psychology? Like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe my channel now. Thank you for watching.